Shell here, Shell's nails. I'm going to attempt to do these nails similar to these nails, just so you can see how I did them. I have a very croaky sore throat, so please excuse me. I will try and pause if I need to have a coughing fit. So I've popped some of the little tips you can buy like that. That's just basically I've put them back to front. I find this sit better. So I've just pushed them in there. If you want any links to anything, just ask us, because I'd have to look them up. So I've popped my little nail bed on all of them, and I'm going to pop the tips on. So if I can get the lid off. So this is just the glitter bells. Hello, welcome. If you're new, hello. If you're an oldie but goodie, thank you for coming back. So I normally put a little bit of glue in there. Make sure your tips fit from sidewall to sidewall. Better that they're a little bit bigger than a little bit smaller. If they're a little bit bigger, you can just file them down a little bit. If they're too small, the needle will pop off. Just hold them for a few seconds, and there we are. That one's a tiny little bit longer on that side, so we'll just file that down. So I'm going to use hard gel and polygel, which is what these nails are done with, the ones I'm wearing. I switch between acrylic and hard gel. I like hard, if I'm doing sort of glassy nails like this, I like the hard gel. I like the clarity of it. Right, so if this was a real person, you would use a 180 file, but this is an old 100 file, so that's what I'm going to use. So all you do is just gently go around the edge of where the tip meets the natural nail, and just gently these tips aren't the greatest, they're quite thick at this area here, so I would normally do this with my e-file, but not everybody's got an e-file, so I thought I'd better do it with my hand file. Just file the edge of that because it's a little bit longer. See what I mean about them being a bit thicker. So I'm giving a wipe over. Pooch is sorted. He's locked in the kitchen. He's locked in the living room, I should say. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're going to do a base layer. And the base layer is to protect your natural nails. So we are going to use, now if you're going to use, polygels, different gels, you should use the same system. Okay, or check the system to see what it's got, if it's got a base coat, blah blah blah. Okay, this is a flexi hand. She doesn't care. I don't need her nails to stay on forever because they'll be going in the bin. Sorry, I need to keep drinking. Okay, so this is just a really thin layer, a bit like you would do with your acrylic. You put a clear base down, and that's so that when you're filing back, you can file back to this layer. See what I mean about these tips? They're so thick at this area here. Just put a little bit more on, just to even that out, and then just put it all the way along the nail, touching the cuticle. See there? Bloody, these tips are crap. Right. So I'll do that on all the nails and then I'll be back. So that's our thin base layer. Okay doke. We'll get these in the lamp. Right, they've been in the lamp. So what we're going to do first is the polygel. Excuse my brush. It's a bit. Give it a little clean. So this is isopropyl alcohol. If you buy a polygel set, like a full set, it should come with base coat, top coat, tips, or duo forms, brush, and their slip solution, to call it. Basically it's alcohol. So I use rubbing alcohol, so, or IPA. I use a mixture of both. Right, so we are going to put some polygel on. I've got some here. This is a Gershon one. I've not used this one before. It says natural pink. Oh, temperature, colour. Oh, this must be, I think this is the one I got off Aggie. I won Aggie, Unpolished by Aggie, if you haven't watched her. I used when I give away. I never win anything. Right, try this again. So we're going to put a little bit on the nail bed. I'm only going to do one at a time. Put your lid back on so you don't nuke it. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Whoop, your boys are, it's alive. So not too much slip solution, just enough so that you can dab it around, you know. So this one, what I'm going to do is, it's a funny colour nail bed, this one. But if it's colour changing, it'll be interesting. So just nice and thin around the cuticle. It'd help if my brush wasn't like this. So yep, just nice and thin. If it starts to stick, just get a little bit of alcohol. And then this one, I'm going to feather it down the nail a bit. I'm not worried about apex, etc. at the minute. Just want to get it nice and smooth. And then we'll get so far down, just going to make it thinner and thinner and thinner till there's hardly anything there at all. Yeah? There we are. Okay. So that's not bad. So that'll do for now. And we'll pop that in the lamp. So while that one's nuking, we'll get this nail bed one done. So I'm doing a nail bed. I squirt the polygel on the opposite way. It doesn't want to go down there. So get it roughly where you want your nail bed to go to. Not that it matters, because you can just push, and as you can see, got all the time in the world. If I was doing this with acrylic, they end up lumpy bumpy all over the shop. I'm not very good at doing nail beds with acrylic yet, but I haven't been doing it that long, so practice makes perfect. So I did these ones with polygel just to make my life easier, because I've got dodgy hands. It's the filing that does my hands in. So a bit more over there. So just move it round, get nice and flat where you want it to be. See how far down you want your nail bed. Just give it a little pull, gently. Doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to file it. Doesn't have to be the right height, anything like that. And I think the rule of thumb is about halfway. You go to halfway up the nail bed, I think. So that's what, well, that's what I did anyway. So that's where we're going to take that to. But you can sort all that out with your filing. Just give it a little, smooth it out a little bit. Every little helps, as if you haven't got, if you get it nice now, you won't have much filing to do. look, see? That's not bad, that's not bad, that's not bad. There we are. Right. That'll do. We'll do the rest with the filing. Get that one nuked. Right. And then we'll go back to this one. Actually, we won't. We'll do these nail beds first. I was lying here. Some polkies. I'm still in shot. Righty tighty. What we got. So I'm going to use some. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's base 1 gel. Now this one is up the eyes, and it is full of glitter. Okay. So use the other brush. So I always keep a separate gel. I haven't got much room because I've got you zoomed right in. Right, okay. So we're just going to take a little teeny bit, and we're just going to put a little layer of that on. Basically just something for the glitter to stick to is what we're doing. Depending how far up you want it. Okay, and we'll do this one at the same time. Me as well. So just nice, just a little sticky layer, that's all you need. Just pop that back a little bit. And then I've got my little ombre brush that I like to use. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of base just on there, just so that my brush has got something sticky on it, so I can pick the glitters up. Okay, so I'm going to start with the green at the bottom. So you can pick up bits, little bits, whatever you want. You just pick up whatever bit bloody hair. I think that's 6 huskies in this house when you start a video on. You can pick out whatever bits you want. You don't want it too thick because you want to be able to sort of see through it. Okay. And just wipe the excess off. Your brush again. And then we're going to have some of these dots. Done with a stick. Just pop them wherever you like. And then we're going to have some of this chameleon glitter, which is beautiful. Let me tell you. It is stunning. Try and get some of the little ones rather than the big ones. Just want to put a few over the top of that green. Get them to stick. There we are. Just give it a little wipe and then just a little dab in the base gel. And we're just going to dab a little bit of this purple. So all the glitters that I'm using are from Charlie's Nail Art. There'll be a little code up there somewhere while I'm popping this in. If you would be very kind as to subscribe, hit that like button, put a little emoji in the comments, that would be very nice. A little bit of purple here and there. And there we go. Okay. We'll get that in the lamp. I'll do the other one and I'll be back. Right, I've just covered everything over. My flexi hand's still there. Just going to attempt to show you how to file this. So get your sticky layer off, polygel, IBD gel, all of those hard gels, they all need the sticky layer removing before you file them. So you want this wall really straight. So you're putting pressure on this way, you're not putting pressure down. You see, it doesn't take long. And you're taking it right to the wing. Metal files are good for this, and you can use the edge. Well, I do anyway. Oop. Didn't hurt. Okay. Same with this one. Filing it to the wing. It's easier on a person because you can push back. So let's see. Getting there. Just keep checking it. Don't worry about the top. It's this wall you want nice and straight. As you're going to file the smile line in. The reveal, as people call it. Let me see. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. Just get your wall. Get all your dust off. Put them back on the flexi hand. Okay, and then get rid of your dust. Right. So we're going to put some purple gel along the edges of here. Doesn't matter if you go over the top. It's fine. It's not a problem. Get it right up in them wings. Same on the other side. Right up into that wing. You can use a little detailer brush if you want. If it's a person. Obviously don't get any gel on them. Right, so we haven't capped these ones or anything. Okay, they're still just glittery. Now we could use the sticky layer of the polish, but we're not going to. I'm going to put a layer of a little bit of base gel on. Just a little bit extra, just to get it to stay on. Right, so I'm going to use the green around next to the purple. Look at that great big bloody hair. Get right up into that wing. So that's where it'll show when you file. Don't put the big glitter too far up the side because it can get filed. So just a little bit further down. Doesn't matter about the small glitter, just the big glitter you gotta be wary of. Because if you file into it, it's not coloured. It's like a silver. So get that on there. Just wipe the brush off a little bit. And then we're going to go into, I have the purple on the end. So it's got lots of show. Let's get some base gel on there. Let it shine. I really shouldn't sing on my videos, should I? Well, if you don't like it, you can go watch somebody else. I'd rather you didn't. Okie dokie, and then we're going to get some of the chameleon glitter just on the end there. Lovely jubbly. Nice, look at that. And we get that nuked. Yeah. Right, there we go. So we'll tidy it up a little bit. See, look horrendous, don't they? So what we're going to do is I'm going to use the base one, the one that's got glitter in it. And I'm just going to put a nice layer on there. It's called a slip layer. I'm going to get some more, just tap it off at the side. I'm going to start it here because this is the bit that we want to fill the nail in. Just take your time and just pull it from one side to the other. And if you run out, it's fine, just get some more. Yeah. And then attach it to the one you've just finished. Just push it. And then again, side to side, really gently. Just check the sides. You missed any bits? There we go. I'm not worried about the apex at the minute. Get that. And these ones, same. Just get a decent glug. Okay, just run it along the sides, down the edge. Just make sure you're getting right up into them wings. We're not worried at the minute if everything's covered. Just get it spread along. Same the other side. Right up into the sides. You can use a smaller brush if you want, but we're going to file it into submission anyway, so it's all good. And then down the sides. Okay, just to fill that in a little bit. Then we're going to get another glug, pop right on the end, and then we're going to push that. And just make sure I've got that all down the sides, and then we'll get another layer on in a minute. Up there. So they look horrendous, don't they? But we're going to file them. And then if we need to add any more, get your sticky layer off before you start filing. And then the last one. Right, what I was saying was try not to get the sticky, like touch the sticky layer, because obviously it is uncured polish, but it always leaves a sticky layer. Polygel, normal gel, everything that will leave it inhibition layer. So you just wipe it off. Get rid of those. One more wipe. You do not want to clag your brush up. There we are. Right, and then we're going to file. So a bit of paper back. I'm not going to file all of these on camera. I'll start with the sides. Now, polygel and hard gel do file a lot easier than acrylic, but I can't do this for very long without stopping, so I'll have a little go. I'll show you. Okay, get your sides and this side. What I'm doing is I'm starting at the bottom and I'm pulling it in, so I'm right rounding it. and round it in. So whatever you do on one side, do on the other side. And then you're going to go around your cuticle. Just if it's a client, pull back the skin. It is easier on a client. I think it's harder on the hands personally. So then you go down the other side. Okay, right, let's see if I can do this one. Fingers crossed. It is easier if you're holding the client's hand like that, because they don't move, whereas these move. And I'm trying to do it by hand for you. Give it a little way off, see where we're at. Ooh, that's not bad. Right, there we go. Not perfect, but more or less. I'll get the rest filed off camera and I'll be back. Right, 100 years later. There we are, they're not bad, are they? Could be better. But the nail beds are pretty much the same length. Right, I always like to base coat and then top coat. So I might as well watch the base coat go on, because then you'll see all the shinies. The reason I use base coat, oh look at that, is because it just fills in all the little crevices if there's anywhere that's not quite even, which is the case when I'm finished. Look at that. Ooh, it's sexy. Sexy top coat. Well, base coat. Keep your finger pointing down, and it won't run into the cuticle. Oh, look at that. It's good. They're not perfect, but it is difficult to do them on the hand on camera, and I'm not used to it. Look at that. There we are. And we'll get them in the lamp. Right then, those nail beds look a funny colour on film, but they're like a very pale pink. See how they get paler? You can't tell. There you go. That's what they look like when they're warm. So when your hands are warm, your nail beds rather, your nail beds are warm, so they'll go like a lighter colour. But yeah, so you can put whatever gems on you like. Mine were from Alina crystals from Sarah Burchett. Just obviously you can see how just the thing is slopes to the edge. Buffety buff. There we are. Super duper shiny. So give it a thumbs up if you would. Charlie's nail art code is up here if you want to buy any of these glitters. Ding that notification bell and you'll never miss an upload. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.